He fell down like 3 steps and hit the back of his head that night. He cried appropriately and then was fine, went to sleep, and he woke up the next morning and then he started vomiting. And I thought for sure it was a concussion. I called our pediatrician. She said he definitely needs to go to the ER. He went downhill real fast there, and they found a large mass in his head. He was so unstable by the end of our couple hours in the ER, though, that they had to put a breathing tube in. So they took him to surgery. We were in the ICU for over 3 weeks after that initial surgery. They did get the entire mass, but to get the entire mass out, it messed with a lot of him. He didn't want to be touched. He didn't want anybody to come in there and mess with him. And then they offered for music therapy to come in. As soon as she came in, like, the mood just changed. He rolled over, he looked at her, his vital signs all calmed down for the time that she was in there every day.
My first interactions with Henry were very pain management based. So a lot of him lying in bed, listening.
It came to the point where she'd come and see him in the morning, but by mid-afternoon, I was asking, can you have her come back? He just needs this time again.
The hospital environment there's lots of sounds going on that are not normal for him to hear. He loved all of these certain songs and being able to use those, so providing that comfort can also do a lot for pain management because it's putting your mind in a different space.
I won't ever forget those few days in the ICU when he was so miserable with everybody else, but then he would just kind of calm down and relax. And I would sit over in the corner with a blanket wrapped around me bawling because she was the only one that could get him to just relax. His body was tired of laying there, but he couldn't move. He was completely paralyzed from the surgery on the one side. He had to relearn how to sit up. He had to relearn how to crawl and to walk and to talk. So we couldn't be happier, truly, with the level of care that we have gotten here from all teams. But it's something about him with Lindsay is when we were there for his last chemo, the nurses were all there. He's like, where's Lindsay? Where's Lindsay? He wanted to make sure she was there to play music with him. He went from a crazy 2-year-old to a day later not being able to move. So it was a rough road for him, and I think the music has definitely helped him. We are looking at multiple ways in the future to try to get back to things like this that don't have that funding through insurance. Henry's had intense therapies. He's had PT and OT and speech therapy, and to him and to us, this seemed just as important. Yes, there's Lindsay. I mean, there's no way she can see everybody every single day that she's here. And I know my kid has always asked to see her, so I'm sure if there was others that got started on it, it would make a huge difference in their recovery.